Hey, welcome Broken World Entertainment. And Indiana Jones may possibly be getting a Disney Plus series. Oh dear. And the reason I say oh dear is because their movie hasn't come out yet, and rumours are that test screenings for that have happened and they are abysmal and Disney's in a panic. So let's get into the series end of things first. So Variety put this out saying exclusive Indiana Jones TV series eyed for Disney Plus. So Disney is actively looking to develop an Indiana Jones TV show for Disney Plus. Variety has learned exclusively from sources. The Mouse House and Lucasfilm have specifically been bringing up the possibility of a streaming show set in the world of the globe-trotting archaeologist in general meetings with writers of late, sources say. They are still looking for a writer to take on the project. Thus, no plot details are available. Given that it is unknown if a series would serve as a prequel to or spin-off of the film franchise, or if it would tie into the upcoming 5th Indiana Jones film, similar to how Disney has tied its Marvel shows on Disney Plus into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We definitely know that it's not going to be with Harrison Ford, because Harrison Ford has said that this movie is his last, that he's hanging up the fedora and his whip. Which of course also makes sense. It would be no surprise because the dude is like, what age is he now? Like 90? What age is Harrison Ford? Let's find out, shall we? Harrison Ford is 80. Bleeding 80-year-old Indiana Jones. He'll be 81 by the time the movie actually comes out. So, we know it's not him, but now we get into the rumours for the movie. Potential spoilers? The rumours, obviously we have to take it with a huge grain of salt. But, knowing Kathleen Kennedy's track record and Disney itself, it's possible. So a new rumour claims that Indiana Jones 5 test screenings are abysmal and Disney is in a panic over the poor ratings. The rumour comes from YouTuber Overlord DVD, aka Doomcock. I know a lot of people now will be kind of, then don't believe it. And a lot of people will be, he's been right about a lot of things. So he claims that his sources told him, while we are still digging into this, we feel it's time to bring you up to speed on KK and Indy 5. Allegedly, but we have enough to believe some of this Indy 5 is bad. He continued, you know this, but we've been told that Disney has test screenings of not one ending, but 6 different endings. And not one of them can get a good audience score. A little bit later in the video, he shared more of the information he received. And he says, we've been told out of the 6 endings they tested, the best one got a 35% approval from test audiences. What does that mean? 35% score is basically what Batgirl got in test screenings. And we know what happened then. Mr. Zaslav went, cancel that shit. So he continues, we've been told that Phoebe Waller-Bridge, that is, put the hat on in every ending. He clarifies, all my sources actually said that Phoebe Waller-Bridge puts on Indy's hat, takes Indy's whip, and in a brave and stunning display of girl power, she becomes the bestest Indy ever at the end of all 6 versions of the movie. What you have to keep in mind with that is, one of the rumours is that, well, there's 2 rumours really, or there was, there's probably more now as we've just been reading. The first was that Indiana Jones ends up giving her the hat at the end. Kind of the old version. The movie's meant to have time travel, which we can believe because we've seen the photos of Harrison Ford with the markers on his face for de-aging. And of course we've seen all the Nazi army stuff around, the tanks, the flags, the jeeps, the uniforms even. So clearly we're back in World War II. And the rumour is that they meet the younger version of Indy, but the older version dies, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character takes up the mantle. He basically passes it on to her. The other rumour, which is the one that seems to be the main one that people kind of focus on, is that it's still time travel. From what I understand, the whole movie is time travel. But Antonio Banderas' character kills young Indy, which in fact erases old Indy, which makes sense, you know. He wouldn't be around if he died when he was younger. Effectively erasing them from history. Waller-Bridge picks up the hat and effectively becomes Indiana Jones. So much so that Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and The Last Crusade weren't Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones. They were in fact Phoebe Waller-Bridge's Indiana Jones. Wouldn't be surprised if they did that, but Christ, let's hope not. So now the rumours are the other endings they've changed to, some of them old Indy potentially dying, not young Indy but old Indy. But they've then seemed to have been coming out saying he doesn't die, but in every scenario she takes up the mantle of Indiana Jones. Which now brings us back to the TV series. Because Doomcock did do a video a year ago talking about that if the rumours were true and they killed off Indiana Jones and Phoebe Waller-Bridge took up the mantle, they were probably going to move forward with her, but not necessarily on the big screen, probably through a TV series. And now, lo and behold, we're being told there's a series in the works for Disney Plus. Does that mean she will be in? No, of course not. Do we even know whether she actually picks up the fedora and the whip in the movie? No, of course not. Probably only a matter of time. Do I believe that Doomcock's rumours are the reason the movie has been delayed, as he has stated in his videos? No, absolutely not. No, not a hope. Movie plots have leaked to where you know every single scene, and the leaks are true. Those movies still get released. You know, they're not delaying a movie for over a year on a rumour, especially when the rumour keeps changing a bit, you know what I mean? Like, as I said, one rumour was old Indy dies, but young Indy lives. Then next rumour, young Indy dies, effectively erasing old Indy, and so on and so on. So, no, that's not why the movie's been delayed. The movie's probably been delayed, number one, because they are doing more reshoots, which is always troubling. Yes, there will be the people say, oh, but that's always scheduled into a movie product. Yes, it is, but not when they have to keep going back to do it. But they are doing reshoots. But it sounds like they are worried about this movie. You know, that it's like, ugh. Do we have what we thought we were getting? And I would believe that they probably did test screen it, and the audiences were like, the hell is this garbage? And let's face facts here, the movie probably is going to be garbage. You know, Indy probably at every turn is going to get upstaged by Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character. But time will tell. I mean, we haven't even seen an official image from this. Yeah, they did that silhouette one, but that's nothing. We've seen nothing. Harrison Ford only came back to Star Wars because he was like, I'll do it as long as you give me one more outing as Indy. And they went, okay. And then a year went, no signs of Indy. Then another year, still no signs. And so on and so on. My personal feeling is, I think they were hoping he would die and they wouldn't have to make it with him. And he didn't, so they were like, yeah, screw it, I guess we're going to have to make this crap. So we know it's just going to be a girl power movie. It's not going to be Indiana Jones, is it? Of course it's not. It's Lucasfilm under Disney and Kathleen Kennedy. It's going to be Phoebe Waller-Bridge co-starring Indiana Jones, or some sort of version of him. Anyway, that's the update for what we know so far of what's happening around the world of Indiana Jones. So with that, I'll leave it here for this one. Cheers, and I shall catch you in the next one.